welcome to this reaction / watch along for X-Men 97 episode 7 here of the first season of X-Men 97. And this one is titled Bright Eyes, directed by Chase Kindly, written by Charlie Feldman here. And this is the synopsis for this one. Cyclops focuses the X-Men on finding Bolivar Trask. However, when the team locates the Sentinel inventor, they realize that they all have been played by a mastermind. So very curious to see who the mastermind is going to be, because we already saw Mr. Sinister. We've already seen Magneto switch sides, and we've seen the Sentinels, of course, come up to Genosha or go to Genosha and absolutely kill a bunch of mutants, including Gambit, possibly Magneto, and others there that we met on that in episode 5. And of course, last episode was Charles Xavier, and we were dialed into that relationship with Lalandra and all that went on there with the Imperial Guard and what have you. I think Deathbird was the name of her sister. So we were focused on that, and of course, Storm getting her powers back and reestablishing this relationship with Forge, and having an awesome new costume, which a lot of people seem to be obsessed about how she got it, as if they've never picked up a comic book and things happen magically in comic books. So we're going into this one. It seems like we're picking up with what happened right after Genosha. So let's see what we're gonna get here, which was, because that episode was one of the most epic episodes ever, from what I understand. People have seen the series, but certainly from this series, the short amount that I've watched, that was the most epic, if not the best episode of the season so far. So what is the fallout going to be? What are the ramifications going to be? We will see as we watch this episode. Thanks so much for clicking play on this. If you enjoy the Outlaw Nation, enjoy the content that we do here, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button. If you want to support all we got going on here, you can head on over to the Patreon, patreon.com/John Rocha. Pick a tier that works for you and pick a bunch of benefits that work for you as well. I love that intro, right? Like, I know you all have been the 90s X-Men and 90s X-Men animated series fans for a long time, so you've loved this intro. But for me, this is all new because I never watched the original series. So this is so badass. And from what I understand, the updated approach to it is really, really cool. Getting everybody in here. There's still no Gambit, right? Yeah. There's Jubilee. Ooh, there's Cable. Sentinels, okay. Mr. Sinister. Oh, that looks like Nimrod, possibly. There's Sunspot. Oh, there's Lalandra. All right, so I guess there's adding stuff every little elements, or have I just been missing it? Maybe I've been seeing these scenes in the previous openings and just not been catching them, so. Oh, man, we're starting out with Gambit's funeral. Oh! I think that's Belladonna and his crew. Oh, no Rogue. Is she there?
Would be that life, like the cards, is wild. Yet he moved through his life as a
yeah, that's his crew.
Who believed. I think he was bluffing. How could Remy so tuned to potential? Every gambler has a tell. Modesty was Gambit's.
Oh, man. Great eulogy from Nightcrawler. Who plays him again? Adrian Hoff does the voice. Well, great work by Adrian Hoff. Great to see the Thieves Guild there, too, and Belladonna.
How could she not be here?
Oh, yeah, so she's not there.
He saved all of us. He saved her.
Wow. Jubilee's like super emotional.
Grief's a lonely war. Rogue's gotta figure it out on her own.
Yeah.
What she battles is not mere grief.
Oh, wow.
And our dear Jubilee is wise to be afraid.
That is a strong statement, right? Battling more than just her grief. Of course, because we saw the Sentinels kill all the mutants. Here comes Rogue. Where is she going? Oh, man, look at her. She is angry, y'all. Oh, where is this? Oh, look at her, man. Bam. Oh. Oh, nice. The Konami kick. Wow, look at her, man. Just really showing how dangerous Rogue can actually be.
What we do, sir?
Oh, Ross.
Need I remind you that we're standing in the same place built to hold the Hulk?
Who is voicing Ross? Michael Patrick McGill. Nice. Oh, yeah, he did it in What If? Interesting.
Daddy always used to say breaking into prison was easier than breaking out.
Oof.
Thought your kind were the good guys.
You killed those, sugar. Now,
Wow.
you get me.
You killed those, sugar. Now you get me.
And if scared voters see me helping your kind,
Oof.
sorry, son. Just,
Oh.
unfortunate.
This must be the president.
Optics, sir.
Optics.
Osha had looked more human. You would be more focused on death tolls over polls.
Oof.
I'm playing politics here to ensure someone less kind to your cause
Yeah.
doesn't end up in the office you're so quick to
That's always
disrespect.
the tell.
Check the headlines, Mr. President. They're all about the virtue of patience.
Oh. Wow. Hanging up on the president. That's Stones right there.
And let's go remind the world that times like these are when dreaming matters most.
Yeah, this is powerful stuff. I mean, him telling the president it's not about optics, and if they were humans, they'd be turning over every stone to find them. But because they're not, and it's a politically fraught situation, he's doing what's best for him, what's best for his political party, what's best for his administration. And Scott giving Magneto a little more credit. That's pretty powerful stuff as well.
Too unstable. Gene and I can
Scott's
handle it.
becoming
The
a
rest of
harder
you go
ass
show
about the
humanity a-
situation.
Stellar work, Amelia.
Oh, Amelia.
Triage dies down when the dead stay dead.
Wow.
Everyone wants to be a survivor, but when you actually see one fresh off the belt,
Wow.
a survivor is the last thing I'd want to be.
Damn.
Dr. McCoy.
Oh. Trish Tilby. Well. I like that he pulls the curtain so she can't take footage of it.
You who will bear witness to what happened in Genosha. The death of the dream.
The death of the dream. Wow. Beast.
Would you like that?
Please.
A little thing going on between those two, huh? Oh! There's the shield. Nice. I saw that teased online. Oh.
Stand down, Rose.
Wow.
Please.
Great design.
Rikers last week.
Genosha wasn't just a mutant
Look at the
tragedy.
glow
It
behind him.
shames us all.
So smart.
Skip the hogwash and tell me what America's top cop is doing all the way out here.
They're going to go at it? Oh.
He's the natural first suspect for that master mold in Genosha.
Yeah. Oh, wow. This is similar to when they broke in.
Last week, Guy
Was it Winter Soldier when he and Black Widow broke in underneath?
Black Book. Almost like they knew someone was on the hunt for Gyrick.
OZT.
Oh, man. OZT.
This uniform shows up in Mexico bashing heads in with you. It sends a message.
Yeah, it sends a message.
If your hands are tied, you won't be needing this.
Oh! Rogue. Man. Hell hath no fury, Rogue. Hell hath no fury. I love the old school design of Cap, and shout out to Josh Keaton voicing Cap.
Start bucking up.
Hey.
War's coming.
You call your mom?
I'm on a ski trip in the Alps.
Sunspot always resisting confronting this.
Something about an attack. Her son, mutants, dancing.
Oh, that's on purpose. Her son, mutants dancing. That's a commentary about coming out
Shove it in their face.
in the Pulse nightclub.
Is it worth it, Jubilee?
Oh, wow. When we shove it in their face.
I just know I
That's a topical one.
don't want them burying a stranger.
That's a strong line.
Will you come with me?
Talking about.
Duh.
It's nice that she's going to be there for him. But that's a strong line, he said. You know, see what happens when we shove it in their face? How many times have you heard that? People say that. Oh, don't shove it in my face. Don't force your agenda down my throat. Grow up.
Riots are the language of the unheard.
Martin Luther King. Normal people won't accept mutants if they feel
Normal
threatened.
people
That-
won't accept mutants if they're threatened.
Perhaps the professor's vision for the future was too nearsighted. And begging for your tolerance was our first mistake.
Wow. Beast! Begging for your tolerance.
That is the issue. as was your reporting outside my home while my friends were dying.
Call her out, Beast.
Now forgive me. I dare not waste any more of your tolerance, Miss Tilly.
Wow. This is a strong commentary. This is a commentary about allyship. It's not enough to just do the base level anymore. The threats are becoming more powerful. So allies have to come out even more stronger.
This ain't no jail. This is a damn resort.
Damn resort. Getting some Silence of the Lambs vibes from this. Oh, rogue kicking ass.
I'd wager the ops who put you up nice and fancy might know. What's OZT anyway?
Making friends in high places.
Oh, wow.
Honey, this ain't that sort of probe.
Oh, wow. Absolutely violating his personal rights. Oh! Whoa!
This much death can stain a place. So many last thoughts, unfulfilled dreams.
It was Emma Frost, I think.
No, for how complicated things got between us.
Oh, they're going to have this conversation now?
Different than when I died in that shuttle crash, or when I sacrificed myself to the sun, or Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix always pops up. Always pops up.
Up ahead, a telepath.
Madeline.
Scott immediately thinks it's Madeline. Emma Frost.
Extraordinary. Diamond transmutation has never been one of Emma's
The
abilities.
diamond thing.
I've always done well. Under pressure.
Double meaning. Oh, wow. Scott may be accepting that Madeline's really gone.
Sinister promised to help me get my life back. He didn't say it'd be a mutant massacre.
Wow.
Possibly believe a murdering maniac like you, Trask.
Yeah, why would you believe Trask?
Come see the horrifying face of your future.
Interesting. Do you trust him?
To review, Trask created Master Mold, i.e. all of this is literally his fault.
Really is Stranger Days.
Buckle up, team. We head to Madripoor.
That is absolutely a comic book moment. Really is. Stranger Days. Schnicked.
Non-alcoholic spritzers will be available for.
Oh, I guess this is Sunspot.
Thanks, Jimbo.
No
Maybe.
one raised this way is normal.
I can only imagine, obviously, what this feels like, because I never had to come out to my parents. I mean, obviously, I've had to tell my parents that I didn't want to do what they wanted me to do.
Arm with small talk.
This kind of stuff.
Mine, I'm a mutant.
Well, oh, wow. He just blurted it out. Of course, they got to have some samba, Brazilian samba.
This is such a relief.
It is?
What?
Baby, 4 of our homes have caught fire mysteriously since you turned 16.
Calling out those lies.
Your father and I.
This is nice.
It was your secret to tell. A mother knows, Roberto.
See, that's very similar. From what I've been told, the LGBTQ stuff coming out to your parents.
Now the trick will be making sure we keep this all private.
Wait, what?
What? Oh, interesting.
Honey, shareholders are read off by anything
Of course,
related.
shareholders.
They can't know we have a mutant.
This is just like the president, right?
So,
saying optics. Shareholders, optics.
Concerning your associations and how to be more discreet.
Oh, wow. So, yes, be a mutant, it's fine, but don't be a mutant in public.
I'll live.
Is that Day of the Dead? Dia de los Muertos. I guess we have time for a little Mexican montage.
You sure pulled the short straw in the adopted sister department, didn't you?
Oh, nice reference to them being half siblings.
Bonkers over losing a boy.
Over losing 2.
Oh, right, yeah, losing 2. Magneto.
But she did not cause Gambit or Magneto to be killed. She helped them live.
Wow. Damn, that's tough. That's nice. The whole team's there to comfort her. Family, man.
Bravo. Just as you dreamt it.
Yet you nearly ruined my surprise.
Bastion. Oh, is he killing him? Oh, shit. Oh, wow. He killed him. Damn. This show, I love this show. Pulls no punches. Even though it's animated, it feels like reality when you're watching it. These things that happen, there are stakes here. People really die.
Praise be, they're never out of diet.
Typingo.
Uber secret break room behind a busted vending machine. A game, bad guy.
JP Carlake is so great as Morph. Wow. Look like a bunch of Ultrons or Terminators.
United Nations house classified cybernetics facilities.
Hey, y'all.
Cybernetics.
OZT.
OZT? Not ringing any bells from my spy days.
Maybe we ask poor man's Oppenheimer.
I made the Sentinels to protect normal people.
Oh, yeah. I made the Sentinels to protect normal people.
Now I am
Always the excuse.
become.
Oh. Is everyone going to use this line?
They've been placing dominoes.
What about Mr. Sinister?
He's building a new type of Sentinel.
Worse than what we saw in Genosha.
Wow.
But I won't let him make me any more of a monster.
Oh!
Easy, boy. You want redemption?
Say they're not going to show a suicide, are they?
I have nothing.
Same sugar.
Oh! She's going to let him die. Is no one going to save him? Oh! Damn. Now, one X-Men ran to save him.
What we all wanted to do.
Is this who we are now?
Rotten piece of scum put a good man, my man.
Oh! I think there was a little bit of anime animation there in that moment. Pretty fucking cool. Who's this now? Or what is this now? Oh, shit. He didn't die. Oh, well. Or...
What in the name of all heaven?
Trask has mutated into some sort of
human sentinel.
Oh, shit. Human Sentinels.
Protocol activated. Terminate mutants.
Oh! Oh! Wow. I love that. Whoa!
Surrender, mutants.
Prime Bolivar.
I can still sense Trask's mind inside.
We can't pull our punches. X-Men, take him
Oh! Yeah! Morph became Quicksilver. That's awesome. Pietro. Oh. Wolverine. Whoa. Can I go toe-to-toe with Jean? Oh! Oh. Cyclops.
How does it feel to be abandoned by the future?
Wow. Oh. Is that some sort of EMT?
electromagnetic.
Hey, Cable.
No. All along. It can't be.
Get out of my brain. You're not her.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Nathan.
Let's skip the reunion, Dad.
Love that.
Admit it. You're impressed.
Impressed by your masterpiece tipping our hand?
Oh, Mr. Sinister.
Ah, Sinister. You and the villains of old have been failing since '92 to squash these pests.
Wow. 92? I think that's the animated series.
My techs repaired a damaged alien satellite the X-Men used to chat with their allies, the Shi'ar.
Oh, wow. So this is stuff from the previous episode. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Our merry band of muties have been selling the world a very big lie.
What's he going to do with this information?
And so have I.
And then this song. What?
$50, right?
What is the connection here?
Makes the flesh pliable. This way, once I have to get to
Oh! I knew it. I knew he was still alive.
So long as you stay still. So long as you don't resist.
Little Sweeney Todd action here.
Simply listen and obey.
Listen and obey. Is he going to control him into fighting the X-Men?
Born for this.
Oh, wow. We got ourselves set up for a fight now. Okay, there we go. Wow. Oh, yeah, that episode was over before I knew it. That was fantastic. Really enjoyed that episode. Great companion to the Genosha episode, picking up where it left off, and certainly people grieving and getting emotional and dealing with their pain and their loss of Remy, of Gambit, of Magneto, of Madeline, of other people who were killed there as well. We do see Emma Frost saved, so that's good. But this overall episode was really powerful in kind of highlighting, once again, this point of view of communities that have suffered at the hands of the ruling class or the ruling majority, right? Talking about that. Certainly you can make the connections to what the X-Men are going through and what they're saying to what we've seen recently with the attacks on the LGBTQ plus community, the attacks on the Me Too movement, attacks on Black Lives Matter, all these attacks that have gone on. And one side or one part of the debate are saying the same things you heard in this episode, right? Like, can't you guys just, can't you guys just not put it in our face? Can't you just be a little more, be one of the good ones, be softer about things, don't be so pushy. Breaking windows is not communication, all these kinds of excuses, rather than being like, hey, maybe we have a history of subjugating the people here and making them ashamed and hurting them and stepping on them with our jackboots. Maybe we should look at our own behavior and pull back a little bit and try to listen and hear what these people are saying and make the world a better place, make the world a more accepting place, a more equal place. But no, you've seen people push back against this, essentially the anti-woke people who go crazy about that shit. Here's X-Men going, fuck you. We're totally woke in the purest sense of the word, not the way you guys have twisted the word, you anti-woke people who are grifting off that mentality and that point of view. Here's the truest sense of the word, and that is to be accepting of everyone. And even when they create a place that's their own, you still send people back to destroy them like we saw in Genosha and kill them and murder them like we saw in Genosha there. So Rogue was a badass in this episode. So much. I want to give love to the actress who voices her again, Lenore Zan. Lenore getting a chance to really show what she can do with the character. That was fun to see 100%. Her kicking ass and showing how powerful Rogue can be. See a lot of people saying like, it's nice to see Wolverine kind of pushed aside so that other people other X-Men can step forward and really show what they couldn't show in the live action X-Men and have you fall in love with them and understand why they're such great characters in the X-Men run of comics. So totally makes sense. Here's another example of that with Lenore kicking ass as Rogue throughout this thing, which I thought was badass. And then what we saw with on Genosha there, seeing people picking up after what happened afterwards and picking up the pieces and the triage and all that they're setting up. I thought that was really cool to see. And Beast and Trish going at it. Beast guy saying like, we're just begging for your tolerance. You want us to beg for your tolerance, or we begged for your tolerance, and now you see what happens. And wow, Beast playing a hand. Beast has always played it kind of, I'm trying to play both sides. We should all come together, unify. And now you can see clearly Beast is in another place about it. The dream is over, is what he said. So it seems like throughout this episode, and even later when we see Bolivar Trask essentially commit suicide, and then Rogue essentially let him die, and he becomes a human Sentinel, Morph's reaction to it is this who we are now? So clearly you're seeing the X-Men having second thoughts about Xavier's point of view, having second thoughts about Xavier's way of doing things. And look, it's 2024. We see what's happening outside our windows all the time. We see it on the news around the world, not just here in the United States, but around the world, We see these battles happening out in the streets. We see these verbal battles happening. We see people choosing sides. We see people believing in nonsense conspiracy theories just so they can feel like they've got some kind of logic and not look at their own behavior and want to blame others. And certainly we're seeing that. And so I think the show is reflecting that and trying to wake people up to that. There's that line in the show where he says like, oh, well, while you guys were sitting around, they were planting people in certain places. And certainly if you read the news stories, you hear about a certain political party, a certain movement pushing their people to be in positions of power all across the board so they can influence and manipulate and push their own agenda in those positions. So that's basically alluding to that as well. And I thought the Sunspot coming out scene was, I don't know, illuminating and heartbreaking in a lot of ways, because it was initially great in that she was so accepting of him, but then she was telling him, okay, you can be gay, but don't be, you could be a mutant rather, but don't be a mutant out in public. Don't be a mutant in church. Like, don't be a mutant amongst our friends. You know, you just show a mutant or hide yourself in any way that you can, and then maybe occasionally let it out. So what was initially a very good coming out scene turns into something pretty hardcore, sad, and reductive, which is a shame to see that for Sunspot. But then we get Emma Frost coming in, which I thought was pretty badass, and getting Scott and Jen to have their conversation. So are they coming back to each other? Are they not? Is this kind of signaling or teasing that there is going to be a permanent fracture between them going forward in this particular storyline, this particular animated series? We will see. And then the stuff with the Bolivar Trask, the human Sentinel, that's interesting. I don't know much about Bastion. I'll probably have to do some research on it before I do the review with Michael, which is out now. If you guys want to watch our spoiler review, it's probably out now. As this, the reactions usually come after I record the review, the spoiler reviews. But yeah, it seems like this is something I'm going to have to research and find out a little bit more about. I do remember Nimrod. I don't remember Bastion too much. And so we'll have to see what that's all about. But clearly seeing that this is a sentient technology, cybernetic technology, this is advanced, and having Cable show up from the future shows you how far this goes. So it'll be interesting to see how these next 3 episodes play out, because it's the next 3 episodes. I think they're called, I forget what they're called, the next 3 episodes. It's some storyline here that's connected with all 3 of them. Tolerance is Extinction, I think is what it's called, the 3-part story here. And for those who don't know what OZT means, it means Operation Zero Tolerance. So we'll see what happens with that over the next 3 episodes, because I think like this episode was like an issue 0, setting everything up so that what we're going to get over the next 3 episodes, you have the foundation and groundwork for it. And certainly Charles at the end there is going to play a part in this. And it looks like Bastion's going to manipulate Magneto to be back to where he was, and even more hardcore than he was before, and mentally manipulate him to do these things. So we're set up for a hell of a thing over the next 3 episodes. We got Storm coming back, Forge coming into this mix as well. Of course, Charles and Lalandra are probably going to be coming back. I don't know if the Imperial Guard will show up and be a part of this, or Deathbird will show up and be a part of this. So they've certainly laid the groundwork for some people showing up in this thing, and we will see. And there were some fun cameos in the show. I didn't catch them all, but I'll get them all for the review, or if you want to watch them all, the review. I think we'll probably cover all of them in the review. So there you go. All right, well, that is my reaction to watch along. Absolutely love this episode. I like the strong stance they're taking here in this series. They're unabashedly clear about who they want to be and the message they want to send in this series. And I wonder if the live action version of these X-Men will live up to the very clear, unabashed approach that this X-Men 97 series has, because I love it. And shout out to Bo DeMeo. I don't know what he did behind the scenes, so I'm not shouting out to him and covering and saying, hey, he's great all around. I'm just saying the writing here has been fantastic, and I appreciate his desire to just be unabashedly open about his approach to the world, and evolving the X-Men message in a way to say, like, it isn't enough just to say you want this. You actually have to fight for this. And if you're an ally, you have to be willing to be in the trenches with us, like Captain America scene with Rogue and Captain, which I thought was great. You know, him saying, well, I can't because it sends a message. If I'm bashing heads with you, I got to be more careful. And she's like, well, you know, no, we can go right now. And he doesn't want to do it. And so she's like, all right, but fuck your shield then, man. So I like that. This kind of strength here being shown. But I think it is eventually going to come to a head, because you can't keep that attitude overall. Because as much as we may not like what Trish said, Trish is right. It's the people who are the quietest, who are the softest, who are the nonviolent. That's the thing that changes minds, as we saw with Martin Luther King Jr. and Gandhi. That's the thing that changes minds. So we will see how this all progresses now that Charles is coming back. Magneto's going to be playing a part in all this, and Bastion with Mr. Sinister leading the way here. So very curious. And is Henry Gyrick really dead? I don't know. You never know with comics and animated series. We shall see. Well, what'd you think of this episode? Did you like this episode? What's in your mind with this episode? What message did you get from it? What were your favorite scenes, favorite moments, favorite lines? Let me know down in the comments section. Well, am I way off base? Let me know that as well, because I'm open to it. And shout out to the director on this one, Chase Conley. I thought he did an excellent job. And the writing with Charlie Feldman and J.B. Ballard, of course, Bo DeMeo being a part of the overseeing the whole thing. Really good stuff overall here. So, but let me know all of that down in the comments section below. Hit a like on this reaction video and subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button. And if you want to support everything we got going on here on the Outlaw Nation channel, then head on over to the Patreon, patreon.com/John Rocha. See the tiers, see the benefits that work for you. And come and hang out with us on the Outlaw Nation. We have a great time hanging out and talking about all things entertainment in the world today. All right, take care of yourselves. Be well. If you haven't watched the spoiler review, it is probably up now on the Outlaw Nation channel with me and Mike Vogel talking about this episode and breaking it down. You can watch it there. All right, that's it for me. Y'all take care of yourselves. Be well. And I'll see you next time with another brand new reaction/watch along here on the Outlaw Nation channel. Take care.